Ladles and jelly spoons, bugs and grubs, potatoes of all ages. Time for a stream. It's time for the Wizard of Oz. Welcome along. We kicked off with Adelaide United here in Australia's A-League. We won the A-League. We won the FFA Cup. It was pretty cool. Then we went to South Korea and we did even better. Like way, way better. With John Yam Dragons, K-League 2 victory, K-League 1, Korean FA Cup, Asian Champions League. It was awesome. Then we headed off to Italy with Palermo FC, which was less successful. We didn't win anything, but we didn't have any money. So it's not entirely our fault at all. We did alright. But here in Germany, things have been going pretty darn well. We haven't won anything yet, but we've gone from 2 Bundesliga to the Bundesliga. We're in our 3rd Bundesliga season with a 2nd Europa League campaign on the way tonight. And we want to win the European Champions League. We won't be doing that tonight, but we are going to play a bunch of football games. That's what the Wizard of Oz is all about. Our main save for FM23. You're in the DP Dome, live for reals with your old mate DP. How the hell is everybody doing? Happy Thursday, folks. We had the night off last night, as we always do. Wednesday is not a streamy day. Thursday is a streamy day here in the land of Oz, and we are ready to go. Roy Yogo's in. Yods to you, sir. Welcome along. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. We are going to kick off with a match against FC Köln very, very quickly. I didn't even have the screen ready to go. Everybody's happy except for everybody. We had a little bit of an issue in the last stream with Europa League registrations. Mohamed Fathi, who joined us permanently after a couple of seasons on loan, is very, very upset, and everybody agrees with him for being upset. 26 of them, in fact, for being left out of the Europa League squad. And we left Saul out as well. He was a bit grumpy, but we promised him he'd be back in after really upsetting the apple cart with Fathi. It didn't go well, but we did get a result. Automatic promotion by 1 point, got 2nd. Well done, Ryogo. Doing better than us. So in case you missed the last stream, we won our first competitive match of the season in the German Cup against 3rd Division side Heidenheim. And then we lost 3-1 to Bayern Munich, who were looking pretty much invincible, and they have been all the way through this save so far for the last, 11 seasons. They've won the Bundesliga every year. So that was a big ask. Then we went out and got absolutely pummeled by Leipzig, 3-0 away from home. That was very painful. We bounced back with a win against Bochum. Connor Gillespie and Kim Ki-seong getting the goals there. Probably could have won by more, but we didn't. That was at home with our reduced capacity because we're expanding the stadium. And we played a friendly during the international break, which we won 9-0. Very, very nice. So we kick off tonight with Köln. We're going to play our first Europa League game of the season against Roma, who have been renamed because the last update broke the real name fix that I'd installed, which is a bit disappointing. Then we've got Stuttgart, Hamburg, and we're hoping to get to Riga as well. In other news, I posted this in the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, the link will pop up somewhere over there, and it'll pop up in the chat at some point. I am semi-certain. There was a little bit of business that happened. None for us at the end of the transfer window because we had no money to speak of at all. Well, that's not strictly true. We've got about £1 million there now, which we're going to throw at the old wage budget, try and balance the books a little bit. Let's just there we go. Hey, fixed. The board will be happy. So we got no money. We're 9 million in the hole, but Leipzig made a signing, which was a little bit alarming. Well, no, sorry, it wasn't Leipzig. It was Bayern made a signing from Leipzig. Who did they sign, I hear you ask? Some guy named Endrick. Bayern just made themselves even stronger. Look at this guy. Crazy. So we're terrified and we're not winning the league anytime soon here in Germany because we've got a long way to go before we can compete with that. Vidovic, I've heard of. I think. Ryogo. Let me just bring it up. Have a look. I've got no idea which one it'd be. There's a lot of Vidovic there. Gabriel Vidovic. He's 29. That's probably him if you're talking Wonder Kids early on in your save. History. Here's a Bayern. Yeah, looks about right. He looks decent. He's an old man now, though. We're not interested. I got excited then. I thought they were our ratings, but they're not. That's Bayern. So anyway, we are hoping very much to right the ship off the back of a couple of wins in a row. One of them a friendly, so it doesn't really count. But we want to get our season underway properly, if we can. And a win against FC Caen will do quite nicely in that regard. We're in 12th in the league, 3 points from 3 games. Not ideal. We want generally more points in games played. Same target as always. We're looking for 35 points as quickly as possible. That's pretty much the safety margin. Anything after that is gravy. We haven't got off to a flyer, but they're not exactly drop points. Bayern and Leipzig, very, very strong teams, consistently in the top 2. As I mentioned, Bayern just win the league all the time. And we've got a bit of ground to make up to reach our target of Champions League football this season. If we miss out, that's fine. We are by no stretch a Champions League worthy club. That being said, we've upgraded this team a little bit, particularly at right back, hopefully. We're just waiting for Westergren, our new very, very expensive 35 million quid right back, to learn the language and get himself doing well. 4.5 stars in your save for Vidovic. Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like that very much. We had a 5-star player here once. Ivan Pollard was his name. He was a striker. He was great, but we borrowed him from Borussia Dortmund. I think they just sold him. I can't remember. Anyway, he's not an option for us anymore. It's very sad. We're just sorting out squad shenanigans here. We're going to have to give Fatih some game time to try and settle him down. We got a lot of players not picked in this one. I guess we're rotating heavily. I let the suggested team do its thing. Because why not? Meyer is the guy we brought in on loan. Towards the end of the window. He's not costing us anything. Just as a backup option. More because he can play midfield. We're a little bit light-handed in midfield and we wanted an extra body to throw in there. So that's what we have done. He's going to get a run today because Caen are probably lesser opposition. We're rotating a little bit, probably dangerous. We're not exactly in the form for it. But we've got that Europa League game coming up. We got to the quarterfinals of the Europa League last season. We're hoping to go at least one step further if we can this year. But it looks like a decent draw that we got. I think we do have to play Tottenham in our last leaguey Europa League group game type thing. Spiesel with the save. He's our first choice keeper now. Lorente was garbage, so we're done with him. He played 2 games. He was crap. I'm much more comfortable with Spiesel between the sticks. He did all right last season. He's going to get better. So we'll keep playing him. He's got a lot of potential. What is going on here? And it's Gil. He used to play for us and we sold him. He scored against us. What a jerk. What is going on with our instructions? What aren't we doing? So far, I'm not enjoying this game. Not enjoying this game at all. Dappler's given it away there with a heavy touch. Did nothing for us. Westergren has given it away again. He's very, very dodgy. He needs to be doing better than that. 20 years old, 5.2 mil, 4.5 star. That's a bargain. And there's a Helgoy with the equalising goal after just 18 minutes. I feel better now. And that's the first goal of the stream. That gets trumpets. It's a very iffy passage of play. A couple of dodgy touches early on. But good pass from Stapley. And then Goy has done what Goy does, which is score a goal. And he's starting up front, which he hasn't done a lot so far this season. Let's encourage the lads. It's better. We need another goal there. Steady the ship. Norris is letting us down a little bit. And Utzon on the left is not having a good time. Poke Doodle, who has a great name. I love it. Welcome along. Good to have you in. Thank you for the follow. Much obliged. Now you know when we step up and do this nonsense, and there's Mr. Stapley. The little pocket rocket himself. Look at him on the pitch. He is tiny compared to everyone else. And that is his first goal of the season. Now we're cooking with gas. Or, you know, something that's carbon neutral and not carcinogenic to humans. On the head, Stapley scores a header. Stop the presses. He's like half an inch tall, the poor kid. Adaptable's in. Welcome along, sir. Good to see you. Found a 17-year-old, 4.5 star potential, cost 110 grand. That's what I'm talking about. That's my kind of signing right there. You gotta love it. You're doing well. Keep working hard until full time, gentlemen. I'm not going to say anything else, except Mr. Utzon. Oi, step your game up. Get your act together. How'd the draft go, Mr. Adaptable? I got all kinds of sidetracked and busy, and wasn't able to swing it. Wish you were here under better condition. Yeah, you've been sick. I thought you'd said something like that. Just not good. How you holding up? Get the ball out of there. That guy's name's Eggstein. Speedle. Oh, that's hit the bar. And he left it. That could have gone in. What a maniac. Ear infection. No. That sucks, dude. I've hit encourage and we're winning. That was stupid. We're going to sub Daniel. I'm going to throw Meyer in there. Westergren's exhausted. We're going to throw Farthy in, even though he's very, very grumpy with us. Utzon is letting the side down massively, so Kim's going to play there. And that'll do for now. I'll make a couple more changes shortly. I forgot to turn that stupid Obi-Wan stuff on. Damn it all to hell. We're winning this game. I like that. Jerry Norris, get off the pitch. Oh God. Erman. Get in there and cover. That'll do. We'll let Gillespie run himself into the ground. He's left it again. That ball was rolling across the top of the net. How has that not been blown out of bounds? It makes no sense. Guys, let that run. We are under the pump, and I don't care for it. I'm just pausing the game because I'm going to fix that stupid hello there thing now. It troubles me greatly. And I want to pay attention because we might still cough this game up. Let me just load that. And then my face will be all kinds of lit up. Let's praise the lads. Oh, Palmer's very tired. Deal. Are we going to win? We're going to win! Come from behind victory. That's what we like. Yes. And Billy Stapley, man of the match, with goal and assist. What a champion. There we go. Good work, gentlemen. You thought you did well today. Goy with his goal. I thought you did well. Everybody else was pretty ordinary. It's the chat bot. It's on the timer, I think, or is it chat commands? Yeah, it's this one. Boom. Saved. Marvelous. I'll close that now. There we go. No more Bob Ross Obi-Wan welcome thingy because it's using itself out of context. You're welcome, chat. Happy to help. And that rockets us up the table into 8th place. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, I'm happy now. I'm far more comfortable with the situation. Firming some settings on the telephone machine. And now we're good to go. Stapley inspires Bielefeld when he sure did. What a hero. Love your work, son. Yep. I don't know why all the players are getting so tired. We're not doing anything crazy pace-wise. Like, if we have a look at the tactic, I'll show you why it's weird. We're playing short passes, but we're playing a slightly lower tempo, so we're not playing anything too intense. We play for set pieces, so there should be plenty of slowdown. In transition, we're talking short kicks, played out from the back. We're playing a counter-attack, so they're probably pushing hard when we're attacking, but we're kind of regrouping and sitting back in defence. We are playing a high press, or relatively high press, or a high line of engagement, I should say. But our defenders are getting destroyed in terms of fitness. Look at this. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, they won a game, so they can all rest for a day. I'm happy with that. And we're going to have to make a couple of adjustments. So Gillespie's going to be out for this one. Dada is going to come in for Saul. Parky there. Danny Floor. Anybody else? Not really. That's kind of all we can do. Westergren can go over to the right. Palmer. Danny Floor can play there. These guys did well in defence, but we'll take Doom out, and I think we'll start Uman. I'm happy with the midfield. I'd like Kovermans to start at defensive mid, and playing Roma, so we'll see how we get fitness-wise, how everybody pulls up. Alright. We've moved up the table. I'm a happy camber. I was getting a bit worried early on there. You may have noticed. But they got their act together. Sort of. Some of those dodgy moments in midfield though. The loose passes and stuff. And that was happening before they got tired. So no wonder they were putting us under pressure towards the end of that game. Ah, dearie. 9 suggestions. 60 minutes. That's too much. No, I'll play 90. I don't care. I don't care. Simoncini's on target. Our striker, who we bought and sent out on loan, scored a football goal. Holy crap. Did you see that? Look at this. He's got 4 in 5. Where the hell are you playing, son? Bastia in France in the National League. 5 goals in 4 games. Alright. Alright. Maybe he should have been loaned to a higher division. As long as he's developing. If he's scoring goals and doing all the things, getting a high rating, I'll be happy with his loan. But he's got a lot of potential, so he's one we want to keep an eye on. That's for sure. This guy, he's so cheap. We don't have any money. We can't afford him. And the window's closed, by the way. Transfer window is done and dusted. I'm not changing the training. We're going to do what we do. Do they have anyone that worries me? That's Dario guy we've heard of. Oh. Vidovic is going to score in the next game because Ryogo was asking about him. I clicked on him without realising we were going to play them. And now he's absolutely going to score a goal against us. My phone's going off and it shouldn't be because it should be on D&D. D&D, for those not know, is do not disturb. You're welcome. Stapley and Team of the Week. Beautiful stuff. La 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 la. Let's get to the... Matthias Fabian's damaged his footsie. That's going to make it difficult to play football. I hear feet help with that kind of thing. Radovic is still on the show. Don't care. Nope, none of that's happening. Press conference. Meow. get it on. Feel the confidence flowing like the dark side. Alright, everybody's fit. Interaction. Speak about one player last game. Do better. Everyone else is fine though. Let me make a note on my funky little notepad over here. To go and find a working real name fix with a new update, because yeah, it's already doing my head in. Why can't it just say Roma? Stupid licensing agreements. What else was happening in Save? Not a lot other than the blow up with Farthy about the Europa League squad and not being a part of it, which, you know, I understand. I will praise No, I won't praise Covenants. We'll praise Goy. Billy Stapley. Yeah, time's been good. Fitness test. Boom. Apparently, the El Presidente of Arminia Bielefeld here on Earth 4 may not be continuing. They hold elections for club president. They'll be coming up, and he hasn't announced whether or not he'll be seeking re-election. It's big news around these parts, apparently. I didn't know it was a thing. But yeah, that's interesting. So we'll see if that has any kind of bearing on the direction of the club moving forward, when and if it occurs. We are definitely the underdogs in this one, so there's no pressure on the lads to get a result. So we'll just try to pump them up, give them a rev up, and get things happening. Alright, there are Bindal as well. They're a little bit scary. See, here it's calling them Roma. Crazy. We've got a highlight straight from the kickoff. Hopefully that doesn't mean we're going to cough it up and get smacked on the bum. There's Utzon to Daniel. Plays it across. Finds Goy. Beats the keeper. And we have just scored in our first Europa League match of the season in 19 seconds against Roma. Great pass from Daniel. Splits the defence. Goy entices the keeper out. Defender can't catch him. Lovely, lovely stuff. He got the trumpets because A, he scored in 19 seconds, and B, first Europa League goal of the season. We're top of Europa League and the competition right now. We win. Give us the money. Simple as. All right, now, because they're the better team, they're going to be really cranky that we've done that. 14 minutes have passed in game, and they do seem a little bit upset with us. They're moving the ball around. Westergren with a dodgy effort. They've headed wide. And don't forget their player Vidovic is still guaranteed a goal in this game, so we need another one to give ourselves a bit of a cushion. There's your Discord link, by the way. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I'm going to praise the boys. We're doing well. Zach DeMeyer, welcome along, sir. Going pretty well. We're in our third Bundesliga season now. We finished 5th at the last time of asking. One position better than the season before. And check this out. We're playing in Europe with Arminia Bielefeld. It's Europa League, but we're playing in Europe. And we are 1-0 up in our first Europa League game of the season against Roma. We scored in the first 19 seconds of the game. So yeah, we're having a good time. We've also got a Discord now. I built a Discord. It works and everything. Still got no idea what I'm doing with it, but it exists. And we spent £35 million on a right back in the summer, who's been, let's say, average so far. He doesn't speak German. It's probably an issue. Or does he? No, he doesn't speak German. He's Swedish. I can't remember. Maybe he does. I don't know. We also got a new goalkeeper and he sucks. So really, in terms of how it's going, about par for the course for one of my saves. Chuckman! Chuckman, with his first goal of the season, he gave himself an assist off the post. That was totally deliberate. Didn't screw up his first shot. He gets a trumpet because it's his first goal. Look at this. He's still got it, everybody. Yes. Donati. Donati turned 32 years old. His ability to drop to a 2-star player. And it was just time to move him on because he was getting in the way of younger guys. He just sort of aged out at the team, and I couldn't give him a job on staff because he didn't have any staff attributes or anything. Don't worry, when we sold him, I nearly cried on stream. I was legitimately very sad because it's Francesco Donati, legend of the save. It's with us from John Yam to Palermo. Only club he hasn't played for us at was Adelaide. Yeah, I legit nearly cried selling him. And we got chump change for him because he's an old man. But I'd rather he be somewhere else playing football than being stuck here on the bench getting miserable. So, your handy got stolen a few days ago at a party. Ah, no! Boo! To whoever that thief is. Roger Ibanez, of the famed Ibanez family who make guitars, has just scored a football goal. We're 2-0 up. Well, we were 2-0 up. We're not anymore. So that would have made him really angry. It's alright. We got time. I'm not going to praise the lads yet because we just conceded a goal and that would be dumb. That would be... No. What is going on at set pieces? They are destroying us. Disallow it, ref. Clearly, Spiesel was shoved out of the way. Disallowed. Rubbish. Who's this? Overmans. Overmans? What the hell, man? Right, we need to encourage the lads. Who's stinking up the place? Danny Floor at left back. Causing us a world of hurt. There we go. Westergren there with a good take. Here's Utzon. Make yourself useful. Finally, this season, do something spectacular. Kind of does. Billy Stapley! Oh, he's had 2 shots there. Right, we need to make some changes. Hey, Stan 2K6. You're not wrong, Adaptable. They do have great jumpers. Can you recommend a good team to start as? Oh, it's all one thing. Let me try that again. I've butchered your message there. Can you recommend a good team to start as? I'm still quite new to the game. There's two schools of thought. A couple of ways you can go. One, go with the team you support in real life, whoever it is, because you'll be familiar with the players, you'll be familiar with what system they use. You'll have your favourites and stuff, so you'll know who to put in there. You'll have a bit more of an idea of what to do. It's a good place to start, just to play through a couple of seasons and see how you go. The other method, and it's the way I usually go, although I've been playing Football Manager or Championship Manager back in the day for about 20 years. Whatever club's closest to where you live, even if you don't know anything about them, go with that. It is more difficult in lower leagues or lower divisions. But if you were to play in one of the big divisions with a big club, like Premier League, you might go Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool. I know we said big clubs, but you could go Tottenham, I guess. In Germany, you could go Bayern or Leipzig. Spain, Real, like Real Madrid, Barcelona. Yeah, they're decent places to kick off with. But yeah, my advice: the team you support in real life is a really good way to go. I'm gonna throw Palmer on. Make some changes. There we go. So hopefully that advice helps. But regardless, dive in, get stuck in. And if you're very new to the game, you'll have your tutorials and stuff on how to do everything. Don't let that overwhelm you or intimidate you. Set as much as you like. Again, set as much as you like over to let your staff look after it. Anything you're not interested in. This has been terrible. Throw on Parky and try and steady the ship here. Captain. We were 2-0 up and it's just fallen apart. It's kind of fine. We weren't expected to beat these clowns. But still, to take the lead like that and then cough it up, it's a tough beat. But we've got a reasonably young squad, not very experienced at this level, but shut the hell up, because there's Billy Stapley equalising at the death in the 90th minute. Billy freaking Stapley. Have a trumpet, son. We've nearly coughed this up a couple of times. Maya to Dardai. Great pass from Maya to find Stapley on the run. That was really well worked. They've impressed me there with a bit of spirit, a bit of aggro. Look at that. Billy Stapley, everybody. A draw. That was not on the cards because they were destroying us. With the added bonus that Vidovic didn't end up scoring. Everybody else did, but we kept Vidovic quiet. Yeah, it's really sad. But the silver lining, Billy Stapley, player of the match now, 2 games in a row. Yeah, well done. Yes, a good guy too. I'll get back to Stapley in a sec. Sorry. Stapley. He's on the brain. Donati, of course. Because I'll never get tired of talking about Francesco Donati. He's a goddamn hero. I'm going to look him up in a second. Yeah, so... Silver lining, he went home. Stan's dropped a follow. Thank you, sir. We're going to look at a hero. Can't remember how to spell his name. There we go. Francesco Donati. There he is. Sorry, he didn't go home. He stayed in Germany. But he's gone to Darmstadt, who he wanted to go to. They play in the 2 Bundesliga, so he's still around. We might bump into him at some point, which would be epic. He's had a couple of games off the bench, a few minutes. Hasn't been doing great. He's still a good player. But if you look at the scout rating now, it'd be a D for us because we've upgraded. So, yeah. Disappointing. I didn't want to let him go. We were just kind of out of options. We needed some cash. So, that was a thing. But yeah, as I said, I didn't want to keep him around here rotting on the bench. Wouldn't be fair to him. He's been amazing. So he's got a better chance of playing football down in the 2 Bundesliga than he will for us. And we had enough trouble with Europa League registration anyway, so having an extra body that we absolutely would have registered, but shouldn't. Had to make a tough call. Well, what am I supposed to say? That's how they write it. Look. There. Is it Zwei Bundesliga? Alright. For you, Zach, it's Zwei Bundesliga from now on. Is Zwei Bundesliga alright, or do I have to say Zweit? Or Zweiter? Because I would have assumed it was just Zwei. Eins weiter over here, form 6, 7. See, I remember how to count in German. So yeah, Francesco Donati will play in the Zwei Bundesliga with Darmstadt. There you go. Don't say I don't give you nothing. That counts as a wedding present, so you know. Stuttgart. Our whipping boys. I honestly don't know whether they are or not. I just felt like saying it. Okay, who was pants in that game? Danny Floor was pants in that game. So you know what? I'm going to start Farthy, even though he's unhappy. You get a run. Now he can't say I don't give him nothing. I'm going to start Correa in there as well. Evans is alright. Chuckman could do with a breather. So let me get Senior Gillespie up there. Daniek starting is too important. And Danny Floor on the bench. Yeah, this is all working for me. Is there? Oh, maybe Saul. Norris. Yeah. No, it's dumb. Saul's back up. Don't be an idiot, DP. Yep, there we go. Adelaide only feels like yesterday. Yeah, we're getting there. We just got a point in the Europa League. We made the quarterfinals of the Europa League last season, don't you know? We absolutely shouldn't have, because we're rubbish. But we're getting there. We're at that point that I've been talking about since the Adelaide days. Incremental improvements now. So blowing 35 million on a right back seems insane. It's the most we've ever paid for a player in this save. There's going to come a time where we pull the trigger on like 120, 150 million transfer. But I think we're at that point now where we've got enough youth in the team, enough potential in the team, that we bank on them improving and getting better, and we bring in those big, expensive wonder kids now one at a time, and just strengthen sort of from the back to the front incrementally. Anyone who's not rating over a 7 average for the season, out the door. It's election fever. List of names. El Presidente, Heiko Bruid, has decided against the third term. So Lucas Schnorenberg, Andy Ehrlich, Björn Klee, Hagen Blan, and Aaron Bloch are all standing. So there you go. We've all got election fever. I've got it. I know you all have it. Hot water and towels, everybody. That's what we need to treat election fever. Most expensive signings so far. I think it'll tell us. There we go. Most expensive signing so far. Daniel Vestergren this summer. $35 million dues. Second would be that's a very good question. Yeah, so that was 35 million. Last season we paid 10 million for Sahel Goy. So that was a fair chunk of change that we threw up. Season before, we didn't spend heaps. 3.1 million on Stenman, who was a bit of a dud. And then before that, yeah, 2.3 million for Zanola. Remember that guy? Waste of money. What a joke. Parky we got for 1.5 million. It's been more bargains than anything else. The best bargain of all, of course. Never mind Danny Floor we picked up for 54k. That's pretty good. But Kovermans for 46 grand. Absolute bargain. Tommy Pennington we got on a free and then sold for 5 million. That was a good piece of business. Who else did we pick up on a free who was great? I can't remember. Anyone this season? No. Was it last season? Pennington, yeah. Paid 106 million for most expensive. Yikes. One day we'll get there. And you watch, the player I spend that amount of money on, it's going to be awful, because that always happens to me. My FM21 save, I bought a new left winger, a wonder kid left winger. He was French. He was supposed to be like the next Neymar or something. Very highly rated, won like European Golden Boy, all sorts of stuff. Bought him for my Swansea team for I think 140 million, and he was awful. Next player I spent that amount of money on was great, but that guy sucked. How do I get a release clause gone? Ryogo asks. Offer him a new contract and make sure that clause isn't in there. Only way to get rid of it. I got served. Adaptable says, you're absolutely right. They saw me coming and my God, were they laughing all the way to the bank. Bought him off PSG. So I had to pay the PSG tax. Like when you buy a player off United, whatever the value is, double it. And somewhere in between is where your transfer cost will fall. Oh, we've dropped down to 10th place. Saves over. I've got to resign. Let's go find a new job. Disaster. Kidding. There's no jobs available. Wonder why big money signings sometimes fail in game. It's probably to do with the variable potential. Or the potential ability. Trying to sign Vidovic, and it says minimum fee release clause. Yeah, so for players in other clubs, you can't get rid of it unless they get a new contract with a new club that removes it, but then you pretty much can't sign them for 6 to 12 months because then they've just signed a new contract. So unless you can get the club to agree to a transfer deal with installments or something that either meets the minimum fee release clause or is less than, you won't get that player unless you trigger that release clause, and then the club can't decline the offer. But generally, your minimum fee release clause means the club don't want to let him go for any less than that. Yeah, Adapter's got a good point. Overpriced for the quality they are, which is very common. We were looking at guys, the other night? 250 million quid worth of value, which is where Endrick was. I think we looked at him and it was like 220 to 250 million or something disgusting. And the deal for Bayern to sign him, because Bayern signed him from Leipzig on deadline day in this save, 73 million. So like, a third of what the value in game was. So they got a bargain, even if there's 20 mil of installments on that. Less than 50% of what his value was. But yeah, you're paying that premium for like the reputation and the media blowing them up and all that sort of stuff. But if they don't fit with your team, because it'll take them time to settle, if they don't know the language, if they don't have the tactical familiarity with your formation, if their preferred role doesn't fit with what you want or need them to do, it all interacts. I've had a player who didn't get on with the coaching staff once and had to leave. Because it also happens in real life. Yep, exactly. Lucas has been playing Splatoon. Nice. What did I miss? Missed a win and a draw. We beat Connell 2-1. Billy Stapley, the hero, dragged us back from 1-0 down. And then our Europa League game, Goy scored in the first 19 seconds. And then they equalised. I think they equalise or... Can't remember. Let's have a look. Yeah, I won't be able to see the link. Chat ate it. Sorry, that's all. Yeah, so we were 2-0 up, and then they came back. They were 3-2 up, and then Billy Stapley, in injury time, is a dead set hero. And our good friend, Zach Meyer Lucas, has appeared in chat. Somebody stole his phone because they're a monster. And we were just reminiscing about the hero that is Francesco Donati, who is no longer with us. He's not dead. He's just... He left the club in the summer. Who's on the bench that I can use? Nah. Gillespie's injured, so he can't really play. So Chuckman's going to have to jump in there. You out. Meyer in. I kind of want to play Palmer over West again, but I think Stuttgart are above us in the... Nah, yeah, it's going to be fine. That's what we're going with. Oh, Splatoon. I remember Splatoon. Great game. Meanwhile, my Nintendo Switch sitting in a drawer, literally gathering dust. Don't even know how the dust is getting in the drawer, but pretty much all I'm playing at the moment is Football Manager when I'm streaming. Other than that, I'm just working. Sad times. But I miss Splatoon. It's fun as hell. It's like a competitive shooter that's not, because it's just cute and fun. And so much fun. And infuriating, but fun. Post a guy in Discord. Maybe I can bring it up for chat. See. Maybe I can, Adaptable. Maybe I can. But first, let's kick the crap out of Stuttgart. Chuckman to Danyak. Our midfield duo from hell. Utzon, trying to be useful. Nearly gave it away. But Danyak spared his blushes. And then he created all new blushes for himself. Which was a bit silly. I don't care for it. Clear that football. Get there. So Helgoy does. He needs some help. Oh, referee! Blow the whistle! He's been absolutely clattered there, and I don't care for it. How rude. Come on, guys. They're all over us. They've had 6 shots, and we've had 1. Let's try working the ball into the boxy box. Do that. Cray's not having a great day. Neither is Farthy. We're very squished up at the back here. That's not good. That was a hospital pass. Yikes. Nah, we're leaving too many gaps here. We're chasing back. Oh, no. What a dillweed. And we're at home. Come on, guys. What the hell? I want to berate them. I can't do a shouty shout. I can do a shout. Yes. Berate them. I'm not happy. Pointing the finger. No. Hands together. No. Hands in pockets. What was that? Get your smeg together. Smash per Club's record sign is 1.7. Now 121. Yeah, that's how you do it. I have this to show everybody. So this is... Let me blow this up. No. Is that as big as we're going to get? So there's a guy. This is who Adaptable spent over 100 million quid on. Look at you with your fancy pants skin and your heat maps. I don't know. Alright, lots of green for his average ratings. So, you know, that's pretty cool. 13 finishing. Oh, your yellows are the best ones. Right. 17 pace. That's pretty good. Play with either foot. Yeah, he's alright. He's alright, I guess. Oh, press the link. Alright, well, let's try that. Because that was very blurry. Here we go. Can't click it there. That's not the actual window DP. Haha! Load up! Boom! How's that looking? Holy crap. Alright, hang on. There you go. Everybody seen that? That's a thing, that is. That's a one of them. There you go. If you want to see it again, you can pause it and check it out. Thank you, Adaptable. Content, I didn't have to generate it. Love it. Courage boys. Right, who's stinking up place? Everyone's exhausted. Kim, get out there. Daniek, tired. Maya, you're going to play. Stackley's not having a good day at the office. So, Dardai is coming on. That's 3 changes. Who else is sucking? Correa's not having a good day. David Doom, get out there, sort it out. 4 changes. And we're going to go attacking, because screw it. Oh, good. Anutin's exhausted. Perfect. I love it. That makes me so happy. He can't play up front. Kim can play back there. Dardai can play up front. Yeah, you can go there. Actually, yeah, that makes more sense. And then in midfield, we'll play Jerry Norris. And that's all our changes, so that's all we can do. Come on, gentlemen. Everyone's so tired. We should not be playing Europa League. We can't play this many games in a week. It's not what we're built for. Oh, God. Time to take your medicine. Kick him in the face. Yes, Chuckman. Doing Chuck. I got all excited for a second. I thought we were going to play some football. I was mistaken. Holy crap. Let's just drop this back to positive, shall we? And you know what? I think I found the problem. I'm an idiot. No free headers. Get it out, Kovermans. Hoik it. Hoik it. Here's Meyer, the youngster. Had a heavy touch, but he's got away with it. Into Chuckman. He's given it away because he's exhausted. Why did you stop running? Kick him in the head. Kick him in the face. Who is on him? Nobody. Westergren, what are you doing? Get it the hell out of there. Ugh. Just turn on all the things. We're going to lose at home. We never lose at home. This is really annoying. Here it comes. Because I changed it to very attacking because I'm an idiot. Oh, maybe not. Maybe equalize it? Nope. Ryogo's got a 4-star defender. Can I borrow him? They were just talking. Look at that. 17 shots to our 6. We had nothing going forward. I didn't rotate the squad heavily enough. Attackers, I'm not happy. Midfielders, I'm disappointed. Defenders, defensive performance was unacceptable. That's Europa League hangover. Should have rotated the squad more. I think we're going to give Lorente a crack at Hamburg. Look at the valleys on these guys. Ugh. I'm not going to the press conference. Bugger off. And no one's getting a day off either. You didn't win, idiots. I hate losing. It's part of the game. I get that. We're still in 10th. We're 1 point ahead of games played. 6 points from 5 games. It's not ideal. They would drop points against Stuttgart. We should have been in with more of a crack at that one. So, you know, that's a thing that happens. And this fitness is killing us, and I don't know why. We've got really good fitness trainers. Staff. Look, fitness. We got the best in the Bundesliga. We got the best everything except for shot stopping, which, you know, that makes sense if you've watched us play. We've built up our staffing nicely, but I don't know. We had a stacked preseason as well, so there's really no excuse for these guys to be struggling. Erman wants a new contract. Parky, can you please do me a solid? Have a chat with someone that works. It's never happened. He's our captain. We do this all the time. Parky, have a chat to him. See if you can sort him out. That's the whole point you do this, so that you don't have to talk to the players. And Parky just doesn't have the magic touch. He's got good leadership. His teamwork kind of sucks. Parky's another one we've nearly outgrown. He won't be captain next season. He may not be here. We had him at John Yam as well. He started his career under our supervision. But again, we're just getting to that point where we've got to move on. But we'll always be looking to bring these guys back in on staff or something. Absolutely. We want them around forever. Yeah, I think we're going to rotate pretty heavily. Hey, we produced a player for the national team. Who did we produce? Westergren, maybe? Oh, Goy. Gillespie's got himself injured. What a donkey. I've got to go to the bathroom. We're going to take a super quick break for a couple of minutes. And we'll be back really, really soon. But I have to pay. I'm back to the fighting. I'll send you the BRB screen. And we'll be right back very, very shortly. Boo! Did I scare you? Probably not. We just took a quick break, folks. Welcome back to the Wizard of Oz, here in DP Dome, with your old mate DP. Having a great time, except for losing the last game 1-0. It sucked. Dave Doom's injured, and now Fatty's injured. Good on you, Fatty. Oh God, Doom's out 4 to 6 weeks. Hey, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Crap on a pancake. Westergren, you play on the left. Farmer, you play on the right. Come in. Play here. He can replace Fatty Bomba. I'll throw Saul in, I guess. Who's... You really didn't impress me, Correa. You got to do better. Oh, man. Correa needs to start fulfilling some of that potential. Quick smart, you know what I'm saying? Still training well. Oh, I should have grabbed another drink while I was up. Still gone wrong. Oh. Right, moving on. Third game of the stream, coming up. Who the hell are we playing? No idea what's going on. No idea what's happening. If this is an international break, I'm going to lose my mind. Nope, Hamburg. That's right. I remember. I'm on top of it. You are the ones who are confused about what we're doing. Yeah. It's going to be great. You want to talk about a contract, do you? Sure. Let's do it right now, so we don't get in trouble and I don't forget again. What does he want? Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Cool. I don't want to give you a 3-year deal. I'll give you a 2-year deal. Fine, we'll just sell him. Hey, Axel! How you doing, buddy? Welcome along to the DP Dome, where we're going to play a hamburger. Delicious. Watch out for mustard stains. Let's do it. Tactical meeting. Yep, that's the squad we're going with, because I'm out of ideas. Uta needs to light it up this game. If he doesn't, we're going back to Kim playing on the left. And then, I don't know who's going to deputise the striker. Maybe Stapley. I should be resting Stapley, shouldn't I? No new signings. We did all our business. We spent all our money on Westergren. 35 million on the right back. We did sell one more player. We sold the Wojciechowski. Gone. For like £1 million or something. And now I've got injuries to defenders, of course. But yeah, that was the only movement from us. But as I posted in the Discord, Bayern signed Endrick from Leipzig, so they made themselves even more terrifying. So that annoyed me. If we were to stay in Germany, we're probably like 3 to 5 seasons away from winning the league, I'd wager. So we'll probably move on at some point. But not anytime soon, because as usual, I'm enjoying the crap out of this club. We're not seeing a lot of the football here, guys. Let's try working the ball into the box and see if we can change our fortunes a little bit here. Nothing's happening. No highlights in the first half at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. Yeah, we'll move at some point. I'm not in any rush. Keep going. We can win this. Nah, there's literally no jobs. We had a super quick look at the staff screen and no managed jobs going. Everything's full. But I won't be looking to move on this season. Maybe in the summer we'll have another goosey, but yeah, we're not desperate to move. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. It'd need to be to a bigger club. I wouldn't be going to the Championship in England or anything like that. We'd want like a top half Premier League club, maybe. A big Spanish club, something like that. Oh, guys, let a really good chance go begging there. Well, actually, it's been blocked, which is why it went skyward. So we've got a corner. We've actually got some highlights. This is a bit of a treat after a nothing first half. Get up there. Win the football. Out to Westergren. Shoot, shoot, shoot. He's ducking and weaving and he just couldn't get his pass across. That's disappointing. But positive signs. Well, this sucks because they've got the football. Come on. They're literally hamburgers. Be the sriracha you want to see in the world. There we go. Utzon plays it across. Looking for Goy. Goy's got... Nope. Stapley's going to get there. Stapley! Billy Stapley's on fire. I'd avoid the Prem if you want to win the CL. It might take us a few years, but we get there. I'm giving Stapley some trumpets. Because he's single-handedly keeping us alive at the moment. Yeah, I mean, part of the problem with the saves is because we're spending so long in Germany, this league and the money and everything else is gradually getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Because that's the way the game works. It focuses on where you are. So if you're too long in one place, everything gets very heavily weighted to that side of things. But it'll be fine. Plenty of money around. We need probably one more reputation bump and we'll get some big clubs come knocking. So far it's been, we've had interviews and the occasional offer from clubs around our level, which doesn't really do it for us or match the objective of the save. That's really disappointing at the back. We've just offered Ermin a new contract and he's let him waltz past there. That sucks. Here he is, right here. And who's this? Palmer losing his man at the far post as well. Both of them were at fault for that one. Goy's having an absolute shocker up front. So Kim's coming on for him. Chuckman's exhausted. Mike can fill in midfield. Utzon spent. So Dadai comes on for him. That'll do for now. We're back into the action. Changes haven't gone through, so we've still got some dead legs out there. Watch Utzon do something awesome and score now, and then I'll have to cancel the subs. No, that's ball up. Looking for Goy. No joy. Long ball forward. Delabassis has done well to win that. Running backwards. Palmer, please don't be crap. Dangerous pass, but we get away with it. Chuckman looking to turn. Finds Stapley. That's a good ball to Goy. Goy's trying to play it through again, but Stapley's just taken that away. He says, I'll take that. Goy shoots high and over. That was well worked chance. I approve these efforts. Crap. 10 minutes ago. Tired legs. Kovemans is exhausted. Joe Norris can come on for him. Here. Maybe we play Norris up here. And yeah. Yeah, that'll work. We've just got tired legs at the back, which isn't ideal. Could make more substitutions in defence, but not too many, because we'll upset the apple cart. And I like our apple cart. It's nice. It's my favourite apple cart. Palmer, get in front. Win the football. What's going on here? Send him off, ref. Let's turn this off. Do we push? We're away from home. Oh, jeez Louise. That's a nasty looking tackle. Don't play it back to the keeper. Don't run out of the box. I hate everything about that. Ugh. Oh, that's a great ball. Kim's in. And Kim scored. Juggles it in the air. And that's his first goal of the stream. So you know what that means. Trumpet time. That was a lovely goal. We're zooming in for this. There we go. Zoom, zoom. Parky spots the run. Launches it. Connects with his countryman. And look at that juggle. 2 touches. In the air, gets it onto his left foot and volleys it in. He's assisted himself, is what he's done there. And that's a new goal. I haven't seen that one before. That was quite nice. Was it as good as Pennington's? No. No, it was not. But it was pretty damn good. And that is just about, unless we cough it up. Nope. Done it again. Pulled it out at the death. That's what she said. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Individuals. No one's over a 7.5. Oh, yes, they are. Kim is. Nice. Scored the winning goal. Very well done. He's lost focus. Hey, well done. You did really well. Oh, pretty light. That's how I imagine that going. Still in 10th. 9 points for 6 games. Yeah, it's fine. We have nearly got all the way through September in this stream. That is pretty damn good. Ahead of schedule, I hope you know. We might even get into some October-y type action. It's joy to behold. Don't know what I said there, but I'm sure it was great and inspiring and everybody loves me. Europa League is up next, kids. Oh, not transfer, training. Rest for a day. Sorry, Saul. You need to come out of the squad. Let's put Con back in. Just do some little shuffle. Bit of. It's not at all what I wanted to do there. It's better. Okay. Who are these clowns? Where are they from? Why do you exist? You are a Croatian club. You're professional. Competitions. Their league doesn't even exist. Well, you can't be very good then, can you? Yeah, they're not. No one's in the green. I'm not scared of these clowns. We can rotate pretty heavily for this one. If we so desire. And kind of do. I'm going to give Jerry Norris running midfield. Russ Kovermans. Maya's going to start for Danyak, who's played a lot of football. What do you want to do in here? You want to be a Mazzala. Well, tough. Tighties. I'm going to start Dardai for Utzen. I'm going to push Goy out. No, but I am going to start Kim. Is that all we want to do? Lorente for Spoon? We're going to try it because I really don't care about Europa League. Even though realistically, winning Europa League is probably our best shot of qualifying for the Champions League. Because, reason? The league's a tough ask, is the point I'm making here. But we'll see what happens. I am delighted with the late winner. We've done that a couple of times tonight, and I'm absolutely here for it. I should have just upset Utzen and sold him in Ermin, and sold him in January because he's going to sign a new contract, which means I can't get rid of him till the summer, and he'll need to move on. He's really only here for. Is that? Is it? No. I thought it was that Mitrovic. You know the one. I didn't click on him though. It doesn't count, game. You can't punish me for that. The game knows what you're doing. Never click on an opposition player. No matter how tempting it is, no matter how curious you are, don't do it. The game will punish you for your hubris. That's just science. You all know it's true. Don't even argue. Oh, my word. So, weekend is coming up here. No stream tomorrow night because it's Friday. I don't stream on Fridays. Well, that's not true. We have streamed on Fridays. And so I guess we do stream on Fridays. But not all the time. It's scheduled as a day off for me, is what I'm saying. You get the point. Anyway, I digress. Tomorrow night, because the Adelaide Fringe Festival is the world-renowned Adelaide Fringe Festival. I say that, everyone from overseas in the chat is like, no idea what you're talking about. World-renowned, my eye. Fair enough. But it is a highly regarded sort of music, art, comedy festival. It happens every year. You're an idiot, Leon Doyle. Go to the specialist, fix your spine. He's breaking his back. Don't worry about your injury. You're going to be fine, kiddo. It's a poor kid. But there's a show on tomorrow night. I'm going with one of my besties, Claire, one of my two sisters from another mister, and a friend of hers. It's a show called The History of House. So it's like house music, but well-known DJ. Groove Terminator. It's a DJ. House music, dance music. It's not really my thing. But I'm curious about it. Yeah, I'm going to go with whatever they're recommending here. But it's Groove Terminator and an African gospel choir, which is what got me really interested in it. To be fair, I didn't have a choice. So Clay messaged and was like, sent 2 screenshots. It says Friday, we're going to this, buy a ticket. And I know better than to argue, so I'm like, all right, done. And it wasn't that expensive. Fringe is pretty cheap. But yeah, that should be interesting. And we nearly didn't have a stream tonight because at the Gov, which is one of my favourite venues in Adelaide, it's like a bar, but they've got 2 rooms. So one's like a big, it's got a big stage, and they have a lot of live music. And the other's like the front bar, the smaller stage, and they generally have like local acts and stuff in there. But yeah, tonight they were doing it's like a House of Blues show, and it was Women of Blues. So they had a blues band and 3 female blues singers from right around Australia, singing stuff from like Etta James and Ella Fitzgerald, and would have been so good. But I didn't go for you lot. I was like, no, I've got to be here for my people. That, and I messaged Claire and she was like, we're not going to a blues show tonight, you idiot. Save it for tomorrow night with the dance thing. And again, I know better than to argue. So that's the story behind that. Alexander Meyer, what do you want to be on the right hand side? Inside forward? No, inverted winger. All right, well, I'm happy to make your dream come true, young man. Was it support? Tell me it was support. Of course it was support. Of course it was support. I kind of want to play him as the inside forward though. So I'm going to do that. And he'll bloody well like it. And you legit want to be a fullback? Alright. And are you still happy being a complete wingback? Yep. Cool. There's our squad. Is it going to work? No idea. Oh God, we've got to sort the bench out. It's all wrong. AML, so you go up there. Erwin goes here. Goy goes up here. There. Stapley. Yep. There we go. Sorted. Love it. Everybody happy? Yes, we're all happy. Alright, let's go play this imaginary Croatian team and see what we've got up our sleeves, shall we? More Europa League points, maybe? We are the favourites. That'll learn me not to pay attention to news stories. Oh, we've got green in Team Talk. Are we at home? We are at home. These poor buggers had to come all the way from Croatia. Crazy. I hope they had a good trip. Oh no, we're going to move into the corner. No, oh, we just missed it. We nearly got teleported to another dimension. Away stands empty. That corner's still empty. Keep an eye out. You should be able to see where we're expanding the stadium. I haven't spotted it yet. We'll have a look in a highlight. We'll pause it and we'll check it out. We'll go to like the data analyst view. That should show us what's going on. We're not winning yet. Garbage. Maya's finally got a start and he's pulled his groin. What a moron. Come on, gentlemen. Dadai with corner. Launches it. Norris just ran away from the football. Don't know why he's done that. I'm sure he has his reasons. Because he wanted to do that. Get it over to Dadai, who headed it. Maybe could have taken a touch. He was under a bit of pressure though. I'm not gonna, oh God, no! Delabasic gets back, does really well. Westergren, just launch it. Finds Maya to Gillespie, to Kim. Ran into a pack of players. Maya's all on his own here. Finds Westergren. Over to Delabasic, trying to open up a little bit of space. We get it central. Ball over the top for Kim. Another little juggle. Defender's got a foot to that and knocked it over the bar, which is quite rude. Just let us put it in the goal. We want to send the ball home. Nope. Get there first. Gillespie does. Finds Westergren. Here's Daniek. Looking for an option. Can't find one. Get it in. Westergren. It's very far forward there. It's a good effort. Keeper saved it. Sad times. Meh. Meh. We've had 11 shots. 7 of them on target. We are all over them. Should absolutely win this game, and if we don't, we've been FM'd royally. If you're not familiar with the term FM'd, it means football managered, but I guess you could also take it to mean you've been F'd majorly. Gillespie with a rubbish effort. Should have done better. You've got to get those on target. It's in a really good position. Floor just takes the football. It's like, oh, I'll have that. Thank you very much. Daniel finds Maya. It's a good ball. Finding a bit of space. Plays it up to Gillespie. He's in a good position again. Plays it across to Kim. Kim has scored. 3rd goal of the season. He's up to his old tricks. I'm going to give him a trumpet because I'm in the mood. Trumpet's great. If you don't agree that trumpet's great, it's okay. I respect your standpoint. You are absolutely within your rights to be that wrong about something. Trumpets rule. End of. We're 1-0 up against Jawskin. That's a really unfortunate name. Poor guy. There's a few therapy bills there. There it is. That's where we're building stuff. Right there. Filling in that corner. Awesome. Get a few more bums on seats, sell a few more tickets, get a bit more cash. Not enough to get out of debt, but a little bit more cash. It'll help. And if we're filling in that corner, that means we could probably fill in the other corners. And if that one's worth 6,000 seats and the other 3 must be worth about 18,000 seats, that would put us up to nearly, or very close to, a 50,000 spectator capacity, which would be pretty massive. We've given the ball away here though, and we're backtracking pretty sharpish. We get away with it though. Gillespie with a really good challenge, just relieves the pressure. We're under 18 shots, 8 on target. They've had 1 shot, which was not on target. And we've only scored 1 goal. So at the moment, Floor and Maya are underperforming. But Maya, in his defense, did pick up a knock earlier in the game. So we're just going to encourage him. Individuals, keep going, you can do better. We'll give Floor a little bit of a rev up as well. Everyone else I'm happy with. Lorente hasn't made any horrifically awful mistakes yet. So that's a thing that's happening. I thought that was Stapley, but Maya's a little tiny bugger too, apparently. Oh, I don't like this. Clear it out. There's Dadai. Cool as a cucumber. Correa being a little bit too relaxed under pressure. I'd like a bit more urgency out of him to just... Bloody hell, referee. He's kicked Dadai. That's illegal. He's been sent off for his efforts, as he should be. We're going to make a change shortly. Just because we can. I'm going to take Meyer off because he's carrying that knock. He hasn't really stepped up. Goy or Stap? Oh, give Goy a rest. Bring Stapley on. Let's throw... if West are going to rest. And... I'm going to Del Bassett to rest as well and play Parky. Actually, no, I'm not. Scratch that. Erman. We've given him a new contract, so... I'm going to use him. I'm going to pay him that sort of money. What's going on here? This seems dumb. That's awful. Match stats we've already got. League table. There we go. Okay. Ew, it's horrible. Play. Why is it all grey and gross and disgusting? Ugh. We're still 1-0 up. Praise be. Do that. Get rid of that. Instructions. Let's work the ball into the box. And let's stop fouling them. Take Daniak off. Lucas from C4, welcome along. Hey, hey, hey. We're just making our last couple of substitutions over here. He needs some fightness. Yeah, parking. Come on, fill in on midfield. Done. We are going great, guys. And Alan did as well. Welcome along. We are engaged in battle in the Europa League right now. We're 1-0 up against whoever we're playing. Gore something or other from Croatia. Pretty sure they made up. We'd like another goal. We've been all over them. There we go. It's more like it. Awesome stuff. Lucas wants to know if we have any advice for him as he's new to FM. How new? Have you started a save? Have you picked your club? Have you got yourself set up? Basic advice. Do all your press conferences, but don't pay any attention to what you're saying. Just click all the positive things. Because it'll help with team dynamics, team cohesion and stuff like that. Newcastle started yesterday. Spend all the money. All of it. Just spend it. But don't spend all the money at Newcastle on one player. I'm assuming you start with about 80 to 100 million, something like that. Spend like 15 million on each position. Not every single position, but upgrade someone in defense, someone in midfield, and someone in attack. And then rinse and repeat until the money runs out. And as Alan said, yep, go your favourite club. Do your own tactics. Started at 40 million. 40 mil is still alright. So maybe 10 mil a position. Buy a goalkeeper if you need one. Or if you can upgrade them. That's a cracking goal for Kim. Is it going to count? I don't want to celebrate yet. But that was pretty cool. Goal awarded. Have a party, lads. The boys are rocking out. Have a look at this one. Kim's on fire. Floor launches it across. Kim on the volley, on his left foot. Again, didn't juggle it for himself twice this time. That's a lovely strike on, like, first time. Twists his body, gets around it. Beautiful. Go Rangers. Nobody goes Rangers, Alan. Why would you do that? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever managed in Scotland. In FM. No, I never have. And I haven't managed in Ireland. And technically I've managed in Wales, managing Swansea. But that was in, like, Championship in the Prem. So I haven't really managed in Wales. Yeah, it would be a good starter league. As we all know from the experience here in Wizard of Oz with my save, South Korea. Ryob's in. Ryob 123 or Rob. I'm crap with figuring out how to say people's names. Apologies, sir. Anyway, I made this game fun again. I bashed it since it came out. Got bored of it because I found a great tactic. Yeah, don't use that tactic anymore. If it's an exploit, don't use it. Bin it off. Use a out of the box tactic. Try something you've never used before. Try playing on the counter. Try to get some success using a park the bus. Put some restrictions on yourself. Or manage in a completely different league. We spent 3 seasons here in this save. We started in Australia. The mission is to win the European Champions League. So obviously we've got to move clubs. Our second stop was John Yam Dragons in South Korea. I've never managed in South Korea before. And we had a freaking great time. And we won everything there. And then we got a job over in Europe off the back of our performances there. So, yeah. Managing a different league. Try a youth development challenge where you're only allowed to sign players under the age of, let's say 18 and under, or 21 and under, or whatever you're more comfortable with. 18 and under is really tough, but do it with one club. Stay with one club from, like, the lowest league possible, maybe National League North, South in England, and only sign players under the 18 and under. See how far you get. Something like that. The trick with Football Manager is it won't make it fun for you. It's essentially a role-playing game. It's all up here. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. That's why it doesn't have any bells and whistles. All the storytelling and the narratives and everything you get out of this game, you pretty much make up in your head. And it's brilliant. There you go. Hunk Gorica. It sounds like... I imagine you pronounce this like, you know, when you need to sneeze, or you're sneezing, but you're trying to hold it in. Like, Hunk Gorica. That's how you say this club's name. Do you need links to be a better team? Absolutely not. I've never had an affiliate club be of any benefit to me whatsoever, other than to get a player out who was a troublemaker. But I've never had an affiliate club where I've gone like, oh, that player they've got's amazing and I'm going to sign them. Did nothing for me. Even at Palermo, we had Manchester City as an affiliate club. We were at Palermo in Italy, in Serie B. And we had a couple of players on loan for them, but didn't really help. Tactics, regroup attack, target man or wing. Target man. Here's your tactic. Boom. We've been using this for 11 seasons. I've never really changed it. There you go. Grab a screenshot, apply that. See how you go. Not guaranteeing it works. It's been working okay here for the most part. Also, advice-wise, don't chop and change your tactic all the time. Let your players learn it, get used to it, and just stick with the system. Believe in yourself. That was our lowest attendance ever. Vidovic hasn't scored yet. Money well spent, Ryogo. Money well spent. Does he speak the language? Could be an issue. Is he playing in a preferred role? 4-2-3-1 wide. Yeah, hard to go wrong. Is that with 2 defensive mids, Lucas, or 2 central midfielders? Because if it's 2 central midfielders, you might be a little bit too exposed in the centre of the park. 1G on 1 centre. Are they asymmetric? Or are they like down the centre of the park? Might want to switch them asymmetric so you've got cover each side. I'd bid off the attacking midfielder, but that's just me. I'd keep the DM, play 2 central mids, basically turn it into my tactic because it's what I like to do. Admittedly, I'm very biased. From Bundesliga, so he knows the language. He should. Maybe it's a regional accent thing. Maybe where you guys are, he thinks you talk funny. You know. I'm messing around. That's not a thing that happens. He's a new signing, so he may just take some time to settle, get his tactical familiarity better and stuff. 1-0 to Spurs. Yeah, beating Spurs is always good. We've got to play Spurs this season. First time we'll encounter them in the save. In the Europa League. Yes, believe it or not, Spurs qualified for the Europa League. Where are they? There they are. Look at them go. We're 5th. Look at this. Look at us. Hey? I mean, this not so hot, but hey, what are you going to do? I Miss Shots has dropped a follow. I Miss Shots too. Who's a good man. Pour some out. That'll be on my keyboard. I'm not pouring it in. The whole time I played football back in the day, in like the Brisbane Sunday Commercial League, not a professional league by any stretch of the imagination, anything but. I had 1 shot on goal in 3 years and scored. I think I had 1 good cross into the box in those 3 years. We didn't score. Keeper came out and claimed it, but it was going right for the striker's head. Playing on the wing for some reason. I could run pretty fast. Can't dribble to save my life. Definitely can't now because it's been centuries since I've kicked a football in anger. But yeah, it was interesting. And oddly spent a fair bit of time playing midfield, which just exhausted me. And a bit of time in defence, which everybody realised very quickly was a really bad idea. Because you know the old thing, you're playing football with a group of people, anyone who sucks, just play him at the back because everybody scores goals. Until they remember, hang on, you actually need good players in defence to stop the other team from doing that. And that's when I got to move forward on the pitch. It's good times. And the 1 goal I scored, one of the worst goals you've ever seen. It was trash. Yeah, tell your friends. And thanks to Lucas for dropping the follow as well. Much appreciated. Kane just smacked one past you. That guy's a football player, I believe. That's alright, because a penalty hit at the World Cup is still going past everybody, including people on other planets. Harry Kane. They're still talking about United signing him next season. I'm like, please don't. Can we not sign old men? I don't care if he's scoring a bunch of goals at Tottenham. He's playing for Tottenham. There's a reason for that. The guy basically told Tottenham, I'm not signing a new contract. I want to go to Manchester City. And Manchester City said, no, you're not. If Pep doesn't want him, like, I got no love for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola is a really good manager with an eye for a player. So if you don't want Harry Kane, there's a reason. If I have 2 centre mid, shall I use 2 DM, 2 centre mid, or 1 centre mid, 1 DM? I'd go 2 central mids. Because you've got that attacking midfielder. But you want to make sure in transition, if you lose possession, don't counter press, regroup, get everybody coming back fast. Because playing 2 central mids, here's the thing. This is the thinking. If this guy plays up here, right, the big gap between your defense and your midfield that these guys have to cover. So depending on the role, like right now, these guys are very attack minded. So if I played that, these guys get put under a lot more pressure, which is not good. Plus, the game will annoy you, and all the way through a match, it'll be saying,
"Hey, it looks like you've got a big gap between your midfield and your defence. You want to do something about that, boss?"
So that's an issue. Playing defensive mid plugs that gap. So these guys are free to get forward, and the defensive mid is there to give a little bit of cover to the centre backs. Plus, I've got the wingers there who can run interference up here, ease the pressure on the fullbacks. It's all kind of covered. Playing this shape, for me personally, the only time to do that is when you can afford like 2 world-class central midfielders, one of whom plays as either a ball-winning midfielder or a deep-lying playmaker. Because then they're basically acting like a defensive mid. And then your other role, you don't want them on attack. You want them on a support instruction so they're not getting too far forward and continuing to leave your defenders exposed. But you need really good players to run that system. In my opinion, other people have got it working and that's great, but that's how I would do it. Do I play DM then? More upfield CM? Right, Cam, what about that? I mean, you could go something like that, but you're leaving a lot of work to do for your wingers and fullbacks. You could go something like this. A little asymmetrical jigger. So you kind of got cover over here. Not heaps, but again, if you were going to do that, I'd make this guy something like a deep-lying playmaker or a ball-winning midfielder or a central mid on defend. Maybe a Carolero, so he's shuttling the line. That could be a thing. But yeah, I wouldn't go a straight like T-pose. But again, that's just me. Put your DM like that. Yeah, so if you can bring up the heat map or get in the data hub, which I don't often do, where the hell would it be? Would be analyst report? Nope. No, I don't know. Shots, passes, opposition last match. Look at them. They just hovered around here all day. I want a heat map, but I don't know how to get there. If you get the heat map somehow, and again, I can't remember how to do it. It basically gives you a little pitch, and you can see where the ball's most active. So playing again this sort of shape, ignore the guts of it. What you'd be looking for is making sure you don't have too much opposition action over here or here. Because if you do, then that's where you're leaving the gap and you need to plug it up somehow. Find a solution. Green corner of the pack. There you go. It's kind of like a heat map. It's not the same thing. You know the one I'm looking for, which is like, this is what happens in game on average and that sort of stuff. Above Goy. Yeah, that guy. Hello. Yeah. So you can see here, that one's a bit red because of the shape. Got striker, wingers, but I'm leaving a gap there. So ideally, with it, thank you, Alan. It held that message for bullying because I think it thought Goy meant something else, but I know you meant a player and it wasn't a slur based on anyone's sexual orientation, so you're fine. Because I don't have an attacking mid, it's like, hey, you've got a big gap here. So realistically with this shape, you'd play a deep lying forward or a false 9, a target forward, someone sitting a little bit deeper. It's not how I roll. And the way this works, quite often, not all the time, is you'll see the defensive mid or someone around here launch a ball forward for the striker to run onto. Great. Or the wingers will put it across and try to split the defense. It's good. Yeah, exactly. You can't cover the whole pitch. So it just becomes a case of where are you going to leave that gap, and where that gap is, are the players around it good enough to compensate? And it's just, it can be a lot of trial and error, or just trusting in your players that the system will click at some point, and yeah, they'll figure it out. Goes green all over. Yeah. Again, if you play like a weird asymmetrical type thing or whatever, you can do it. And it can depend on role as well. We can experiment with that. So here, if we change Kim to a deep lying forward on support, now it's all green. Because he'd be playing in a deeper role. But that's not what I want him to do. I want him as an advanced forward, being a goal-hanging rascal. Might get Ndidi. It's quite good for a DM. Yeah, you can do a lot worse than Ndidi. Countdown continues to elections. Oh, the election fever is real, kids. Just 35 days away now. Sport Buzzer's taken a look. Aaron Bloch wants to continue running the club as it's been run previously and would not be drawn into making grandiose election promises. Oh, good. Because quite often, when you're in that situation and someone says something like, hey, I'm going to make some promises about a thing at your club. One of them is, I'll replace the manager. It doesn't work for us. About to go transfer window with no money. Hey! Welcome to Palermo FC. Because that was every transfer window. Get my forward, Kim Ki-seong. I don't think you are, because he's a regen. Or new gen. Or you get the Newcastle forward. I don't know. Plus he's South Korean. Don't be racial. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Any like easy way to get money. Win games. Be successful. Out of contract works too. Yep, freebies. Freebies are always good. Freebies, expiring contracts, you might be able to pick them up cheap. Club looking to cash in before they leave on a free. Unattached players and youth players. Check your youth squad. See if anyone you can bring up. No goals for Vidovic. Give him a rest. Leave him out for a game. Teach him a lesson. Criticise his performance. Maybe fine him if he's been pants. Don't let that crap stand. Who the hell are we playing? Why have I got... Have we tweaked this squad? We haven't, have we? Koeman's in there. I don't want to start Correa. We're going to start Ullman. Over there. But we've got other players I can bring back in now, don't I? Yes. Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. Gillespie's not quite fit, so I'd like Meyer in maybe a little bit. Touch. Little squidgy shmoo. Yep. I want... No, we're going with that. You get money for certain position in league. You can check that. Let me just back out of this real quick because nobody cares. So if you go to competitions, click on your league, go to overview, go to rules, and if there's cash on offer, it'll usually show you over here. So look at it now. First place in the Bundesliga, 103 million quid. 64 million for 5th place. That's where we finished last season. Up to 79, almost 80 million for 4th place. That's what we're gunning for this season. How many games in are you? Nah, don't get relegated. You'll be fine. You'll get a couple of results. Yeah, if you're only 5 games in, early days. Early days. It's going to be fine. Don't even trip. You might get sacked, but you won't get relegated. And the sacking is fine. Don't freak out about a sacking. It ends your save. Sometimes it can be the best thing to happen. Change is as good as a holiday. And you get a funny story out of it. Never trust anybody who doesn't have a horrifically painful and hilarious Football Manager sacking story. Anyone who plays the game and says, I've never been sacked, ever, probably save scumming. Don't be afraid of it. All part of the game. Go to the YouTube channel and check out the Aston Villa beta save. Aston Villa aren't a real club. I'm pretty sure they made up. And nothing bad ever happened there. So I don't even know why I'm recommending it, because it's not a really good example of it getting sacked from a football club. But maybe there's something in there that might be useful, is all I'm saying. 8 games left. Top of the league. 8 points clear. Oh, I remember those days. Back in Korea, we were winning trophies and winning leagues and doing all the good stuff. Here's Kim. He's been fouled there, ref. Surely. I mean, the ball had gone. Corner? Yes, corner. Come on, let's beat Fortuna Düsseldorf. Header. Pick it up, play it out. That's it. Get it. Oh, Daniel with a run. Back to Westergren. Turns and shoots. Good effort from the right back. Good centre back. I have 45 million now. Any suggestions? Harry Mings. No. First of all, he doesn't exist because his name's Tyrone Mings. Also, he's crap. 45 million. I don't know. Haven't got much experience with who's available at the start of a save or early in a save. Because we did the beta with Aston Villa. And I thought we had a good defence. We didn't. So I didn't really go shopping for a centre-back. Yeah, and then we started Wizard of Oz and I was in Australia with Adelaide United. So, you know, good players weren't an option. Loading up the save. Look out. Allen's onto it. Vidovic is the sole striker. Good work. Pump those fists. Come on, make a difference. We're not winning this game yet, are we? Nothing really happened in that first half. Bit of a worry. Okay. Encourage the boys. We're fouling too much. Let's turn that off. And let's try working the ball in the box. See how we go. Goy's not having a good time on that right wing, is he? Let's just try something here. You can't play on the right, can you? You donkey. Kim, can you? Sort of. Okay. So let's just swap him over. He really doesn't want to be doing that. But he's gonna. It's the worst that can happen. Trips over. Meh. Chuckman, what are you doing? Wake up, buddy. That's not like you at all. Where's the crunching tackle, the drive out of midfield, the vicious killer instinct we've all come to know and love from the Lord of the Chucks? He's giving it away again. Chuck the Maker, what's going on? Who are you and what have you done with the real guy? Oh, no! Lorente. I'm not happy. Berate. What the hell was that, gentlemen? Yes, launch an attack and do something with it, you clowns. This is not the guy we want with the football in a wide position in Ermin. Coman's is a bit better. Can we get the ball forward, please? That would be lovely. There we go. I'll have to take Chuckman off in a minute because he's annoying me. Come on now. Play it through. There's Goy. And he was offside. Strikers have got nothing today. Nothing. I'm going to get Goy off the park. Like right now. Stapley, get on there. Daniak's exhausted. Let's swap him over. Anybody else? Erman's sucking. 3 changes. Demand more. I'm going to go attacking. And then we're going to get punished for it. Damn it, FM! Kim's exhausted. Right. Stapley go up front. I'll bring on Dadai. Danny Floor's tired. Undo those. Give Farthy a run. Try to cheer him up. That's it. That's everything we got. Just put pause. Do all the things. I'm not happy. This isn't like us. We've been very, very ordinary. No! Damn it. Disallowed, but still, we shouldn't be letting them waltz through like that. I think I wasted 121 mil. He's only been there for a few games. Need to give him time to bed in. Try playing him on the wing. Oh, this is a rubbish result. You've got to win our home games, guys. You've got to. Send the assistant. We don't talk to the press after a loss. Oh, we're just stuck mid-table in the one season where we're like, mid-table, top half, easy. We've done it 2 seasons in a row. And now they're just like, not up for it, boss. Just don't feel like it. No, you don't get a day off after a loss. You've got an international break coming up. You pack of morons. Oh crap, that was in October. I should have stopped stream a whole match earlier. We've been going for over 2 hours on a school night. What the hell? We will return on Saturday, Australia time. We are wrapping up the stream, so if you need to go to the toilet, just hang for a second. There you go. It's come good. What are you stressing about? Here you go. You fixed him. You're a legend. Save the game right here. I will do some continuation off stream just to get us up to the Wolfsburg game because international break. We've got a couple of weeks going on. Weeks of nothing happening. There's no transfer window. Boring as hell. So, Saturday, it'll be Wolfsburg, Molde, Augsburg, Grütefürth in the cup. Haha. And Mainz in the Bundesliga. That is going to be pretty cool. Augsburg are above us. That's disgusting. They got promoted with us 3 years ago. Ugh. Oh, don't like. Anyway, thank you to everybody for swinging by and hanging out here in the GP Dome this evening. We picked up a bunch of new followers. Poke Doodle, giggle. Stan2K, I'm your shots, and Lucas from C4. Thank you all for dropping follows. Much obliged. You'll get your go lives and everything else next time we go live. It might be Saturday morning, but as I mentioned, I'm going out tomorrow night, so maybe not, depending on how much I drink. But probably early Sunday stream, because that was fun as hell. A lot of you came in for that. I really enjoyed it. I think everybody who was here enjoyed it for a transfer window, which traditionally are pretty boring streams. But Saturday morning for sure. So either Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, we'll be back with more Wizard of Oz action, and our quest for European glory shall continue. How's that for an outro? Wasn't bad, wasn't great, wasn't terrible. We've done worse. And I'm going to press the right keys and everything. So while we've got the 70s porn music going, I shall say goodnight to you all. Thank you again. Check out the Discord. Swing past the YouTube channel. Replay this one will be up tomorrow night. VODs will be here on the Twitchy Poos. And until next time, I shall see you and Ryogo's 2-1 win over Borussia Mönchengladbach next time. Later, kids. Enjoy. Bleh.